What is the calculus or what is the equation that you lay out when you're considering a project? What are the 4 or 5 things that you run through either scientifically, art, gut, feel? What is it?
Well, Hollywood is very reactive business. It's not proactive at all, meaning that studio executives are not proactively looking for the new thing. The decisions that are made in Hollywood at the studio level are all about mitigating risk. They're all about defending your decision as an executive to your bosses of why you made that decision and spent money on it. As a producer who's a seller, which I sell things to financiers and to studios, I have to think about, okay, when I develop a screenplay, what can I compare it to that's been successful in the last 2 or 3 years? Has to be different enough that it's its own thing, but I also have to have something to point to go, it's this, but that. If they can't find a comp for it over the last few years that was successful, not getting made, not happening. Because again, that executive that buys it and then decides to spend money, they have to go to their boss and go, here's why I bought it. And that boss is going to go, why did you buy it? And he can't say because it's a good script. He's going to have to say, it's a great script. And clearly, we've seen over the last 2 years that these types of movies make money and they're successful.
Right.
And he's going to go, which type? And he's going to have to point to, if you can't think of any comps, non-starter. Then you have to look at, okay, when you're packaging movies, because to me, like selling a script by itself, you're so far away from being a movie. Like you're so far. You have to then go hire a director and you have to hire a cast and you have to hire all these other elements to make it into an actual movie. So for me, what I spend most of my time on is I don't like to sell scripts or ideas to studios. I like to say that I sell movies to them, which means that I have a script, a director, and at least one piece of cast. Once I have a great script, and the types of scripts that I'm looking for are the ones that have great roles, because if it has great roles, I know I'll be able to get a piece of cast for it. If it's sort of generic roles we've seen before, you're going to get cast eventually when your movie's getting made, but only because it's a job for someone as opposed to like looking for roles that could be career defining for actors. You look at directors. So you look at directors and you go, okay, who are the directors that the studios want to be in business? All the studios have lists of like, here's the list of all 50 filmmakers that we're excited about that we would make a movie with. Okay, great. Now you get one of those directors that's on that list. And then you go, you start looking at cast and you say, okay, let's who's the lead of the movie? Let's look at that role, can be considered the lead. You go through the casting list. I put a casting list together with my director. We look at the last like 2 or 3 years of the movies that were financially successful. Who was in them? Who's the star of those movies? Because those are the people that the studios want to be in business with. They're not breaking new talent these days. It's sad to say it, but they're just not. They're sort of like grabbing other pieces of talent that have done great stuff and trying to put them into bigger things and give them bigger audiences.